What's up? What's up? What's up, you guys? It's your girl Stubbs, and welcome to another episode of the Stubbs Show. I thank you guys for joining me on today. I hope that you had a fabulous, first of all, happy belated Christmas to those who celebrated and Kwanzaa, because I think this is the first time or second time within like 20 years where we're celebrating Kwanzaa and Christmas at the same time. So happy holidays. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you're not feeling sad and broke today because you spent all your money on those kids that's not playing with those toys. So I hope you thought with your right mind and didn't overspend. I hope that you ate good because I know that I did, and I'm looking to eat more leftovers. After about 2, 3 days of leftovers, it's time to be done with. I'm thankful for my mom, who's actually here with me in the live studio audience on today. She's enjoying her meal. She came over to make her daughter some crab. I got her some crabs. She made me some chitlins. So I get to have some after Thanksgiving new food. For those that don't eat chitlins, I'm going to enjoy it. But we are ready to get this show kicked off because we have a good show on today. One of my guests is already in the studio, and we're going to be talking about what single men really want in a woman because ladies, we think we know these men. We want to tell them how they should be and what they should be, but we need to listen to them so we can actually know what they want. And I can get some of you ladies up off the shelf. I know you're trying to get up out the market for this summer or right now for this winter. So you need to listen up and leave your comments and your questions in the comment section. I'll be checking on today. So let's kick off the show real quick. Firecracker need you because you be like. All right, you guys, welcome back to the Stubbs Show. I hope you guys enjoyed that brief intro. I'm getting ready to bring my special guest on. I'm waiting for one more to enter. But as I get ready to introduce Coach Andre to you guys, he can tell you more about him and his book that I'm going to tell them more about on next week because it just arrived on this weekend. So let me introduce my special guest to the show, Coach Andre. Welcome to the Stubbs Show. How you doing?
Girl, I'm happy, healthy, and wealthy. Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
How was your holiday?
I rested. I relaxed. It was cool.
You enjoyed yourself? Did you
I
spend too much
did.
money?
I don't really do the holiday thing too much. So I was at home. I didn't do anything. I didn't spend any money. Well,
Uh-oh, you froze up on us for a quick minute. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, there you go. You froze up on us. You said you didn't spend no money, but
but I did buy some groceries and I grilled and I cooked and I was here. So that was about it.
oh, that was good. Do some grilling. And what state you hailing out of? Because I know
I'm in
I
Houston,
didn't get a
Texas.
guess form.
Yeah, I'm in Houston, Texas.
Oh, Texas. Okay. Did you see the Beyonce Bowl yesterday?
I saw part of it. It's not
Okay.
really my thing, but I saw part of it.
Yeah, everybody's talking about the Beyonce Bowl. I didn't really get to catch it while it was live. I caught it afterwards, but they're talking about the Beyonce Bowl. So go ahead and let the people know a little bit more about you, and then I'm going to get ready to bring our other special guests on for today.
Absolutely. So for those that don't know, I'm the rhyming realtor for your dream home with needs to buy or sell. I am a purpose coach for those that yet they're going through hell. I am the speaker here to motivate, encourage, and inspire. I'm a poet as well. I write mics with bars of fire. The book that I wrote is Changing Lives as Well. A servant is what I am on mission to serve, not sell. When it's all said and done to help others reach their full potential by helping them find their purpose to find true joy, it is essential. So, Coach Andres, my name inspiration is who I be. It is true. I live to give, and you will notice me.
All right, all right. He said, and you will notice him. Thank you for joining us here on the Stub Show. We getting ready to introduce our next special guest to the stage, Mr. Dwayne Foote, who's also an author. Hey, what's going on?
Cool, cool. What's going on? How you guys?
We feeling good. You
Good,
hailing
brother.
straight out of Washington, D.C. Hold on, it didn't miss me. Let me get me back in the building. What happened to me? There we go. I wanted to make it different. Hold on, y'all. I'm playing around with it still. There we go. But thank you for joining us here. Introduce yourself. I know you hailing out of Washington, D.C. You guys, if you don't know, he's also an author. He's been on the Stub Show talking about mentality.
Absolutely. Dwayne Foote right here in Washington, D.C. First ever book. I mean, even when I say it now, I just feel so proud of, proud of the book. It's entitled Mentality. It's absolutely on Amazon as we speak. And like Brother Andre, I'm a poet as well. So yeah, we can spit some bars if we have to. Yeah.
You heard that, Andre?
I'm with it. Let's go. Let's go. I'm with it.
Y'all better spit some bars to these single women.
Mm.
And let them know how they can get out the market, or let them know what men are looking for when they go into those bars single. How about that?
Let's talk about it. We can talk about it.
Absolutely.
All right, you guys. So we're gonna get this thing started. And my first question to each of you is something that men always ask women. Why are you single? Who want to go first on that? Wait a minute. First of all, how long have you been single, and why are you single?
I can start it.
Okay, go ahead.
So for me, I've been single for maybe 2.5 years. You got to understand, with me, I love hard. So when I get out of these relationships, I need real time to kind of get myself together, and get back to the natural person that I am. So once I get out of that relationship, I mean, and I got to let this be known. I'm older. I'm 52. So at 52, you get tired of stopping and starting, stopping and starting. So I had to kind of reevaluate myself after I got to a better place, got into a better emotional place, got over that relationship, and had to re-examine myself. What did I do wrong? Why did that thing get ruined? And once I figured that out, then I started putting myself back out there. But once I started putting myself back out there, I started recognizing, oh my God, the dating pool is definitely soiled.
Yes, it is. It isn't good at it. I know for us women, it is almost non-existent unless you just go into the bottom of the barrel. Okay, I mean, shut up. It's not about me giving my opinion. Come on, brother. Let me hear why you single and how long you been single.
Yeah. So similar to my brother, it's been a few years for me. I'm single right now by choice. Like he said, I love hard as well, and I go all in. But for me personally, with where I am pivoting in business, I'm just trying to focus on what I'm building right now, so that when that foundation is laid, I can have the right individual to add to what I've already started.
Yeah, that's good, because you want to be able to have something to bring to the table, or just be mentally and emotionally stable, because just like women, they bring their baggage, men do the same thing. Some of you guys are hurt and you bring it to the table and want the woman to be the therapist and the psychologist. So I thank you guys for saying that and being honest, just being by choice and getting things together. So my next question is, and we'll let you kick this one off, and then Dwayne, you follow up. As a single man, what are 2 things that a man should have before he even considers dating?
Yeah, the very first thing that he needs is to be healed. He needs to be healed. And in my personal opinion, I really can't talk about relationships without going to the foundation. The foundation for me is Christ. So if he has that strong center foundation, that spiritual, that vertical relationship first, and he needs to be healed. I mean, it's hard to say first 2 things, but I'll start there with being whole within himself, and having that vertical foundation a real relationship first with his Lord and Savior.
I like that. Go ahead, Foot. Let's see.
Also, he makes a great point. I mean, you got to think about it when you're presenting yourself to somebody, especially a woman of today. You got to understand who you are. Not only who you are, but uh, uh, what makes you tick as a man. Because if I don't know what makes me tick, especially what makes me tick emotionally, how can I relay that to you? And it's so important for us men, and that's what I love about us being poets, because who better to tell a woman how we feel than a poet? And who else can be as vulnerable as poets? Who else can be as honest as poets? So we have the ability to tell you guys how we feel and expect you guys to pick up on what we're putting down. You know what I'm talking about? So definitely the healing portion is an absolute recognizing who you are as a man, as a spiritual being. And I don't like what you bring to the table. We can say that, but yeah, and what you bring to the table, I'll say that.
Yeah. So those are good options. God, healing, and what you bring to the table. And like you also brought up, just knowing who you are and having that confidence. And I wanted to ask that because a lot of women, we always say, well, I'm the table, I do this, I do that. But we also want to know what the men are doing before they prepare to come. And if women are getting themselves emotionally together, the man should do that. But if you put God first, everything will line up. The healing will happen. Bringing something to the table will happen. Knowing who you are, having confidence. So now we're going to get into these women questions that the women want to know. So as you look around at the many successful, beautiful, and single, I see your questions over there. I'm coming, baby. As you look around at the many successful, beautiful, and single women of today, what would you say is something that many women are doing that will continue to keep them single?
Go ahead, D. You got it, D. I'll go second. Go ahead.
You know, disingenuous. I think sometimes a lot of women that I meet, I'm not saying all women, please don't think I'm saying all women. A lot of women that I meet are disingenuous. They introduce themselves as one thing, and then when you look up, they're a totally different person. And it really throws me off because I'm an Aquarius. I'm a very literal person. So if you tell me to go to the kitchen, look on the second shelf and grab the hot sauce, that's exactly what I'm going to do. But if I go and the hot sauce isn't on the second shelf, then I'm going to be thrown off a little bit. So I really find that there's something about me that's putting something out there that's saying, hey, you don't have to be your authentic self. And I don't like that. I don't like that about me. I meet a lot of women who, Brother Dre, I don't know how tall you are. I'm 6'6", 215. I got these locks. I think I'm a decent looking guy. So maybe they putting on because, and I'm a licensed professional plumber, so I earn a certain amount of money, So I don't know if they're putting on because they want to be in my space, my personal space, but that's just the way to exit the door because I love what I love about today's woman is y'all have the ability to be sassy and be super confident and to tell us what you demand and demand what you want. That's sexy to me. Hey, listen, I'm coming to the table with this. What are you coming to the table with? Oh, I'm coming to the table. Okay, so now maybe we can meet somewhere in the middle. But when you don't do that to me, Dwayne, the Aquarius, the guy who demands specificity, you throw me off completely.
But you saying that you want a woman, you okay with the women being sassy and being able to say what she want to demand. But there are so many men that don't want that. Like they look at that as they get insecure, especially if you mention something. They look at it as a threat. Then my mom in the background giving her stuff. They look at it as a threat because it's like, okay, well, I don't want it. Or why you worried about what I bring to the table? And then we got some people that's like, I'm the whole table. So I hear you on that, but There are a lot of men, and I'm glad you just say that because I'm a little sassy. I'm sassy, I'm spicy, I'm all these things. But there are a lot of men that hate that in a woman. Now we're gonna hear what Coach Andre got to say. We're gonna go ahead.
Quick second.
Okay.
So you're saying that, and I get that. But now you got to go back to Stubbs. You got to go back to you. What are you putting out there to meet these guys who are intimidated by your sass? You know, I mean, we can sit up there and we can blame that man for being a weaker version of a man. We can blame him for being intimidated. We can do that all day long. But why are you meeting that guy?
Attraction is everything. You are right about that. What are we attracting and putting out as women to bring back in? That's what are we putting out? Okay, Coach, come on, jump up in there. Jump on
I'm
up
not
in
with
there.
the sass personally, but at the same time, before I complete that statement, I would have to define what sass really is, because we could be defining it two different things.
Okay.
That's the first thing. Second thing is what I see that's an issue. A lot of women, I'm seeing it more and more. They're stuck in their ways mentally.
Mm.
They have a certain mindset as to how things are or how things should be, and they're not even open to a new or different idea that's outside the realm of their mindset, their current mindset. That's a complete turnoff for most men.
Okay. Go ahead, keep going. I'm just throwing some stuff up so that
Okay,
people know
so
we
yeah.
see them.
So what I mean by that, because I see it all the time, and sometimes I will just ask a question about a particular thing, and I can hear how hard-nosed she is in her opinion, which is cool to have an opinion, but it's also not cool, in my opinion, to not at least be open to a different idea outside of what you've been taught, told, or experienced.
Yeah. What I am realizing is that women gravitate to a man when he has something to say, or when he's convicted by a certain subject matter, or when he's headed in a certain direction. So, I mean, so Andre is definitely making a dope point.
Yes, and I want to bring up another thing that Miss Bambi is saying that women should stop doing that's keeping them single is giving up the cookie. She's saying, listen to Steve Harvey. Don't give up the cookie so quick. He said, all you become is a notch in a man's belt, and you don't become emotionally attached to a man, and he doesn't give you his heart if that's the first thing that you lay on the table is your cookies. Also, Sweet Tea said, how can you not be you though? And that goes out to you that said that you want a woman to come and be herself, but how can she not be herself? A lot of women, I'm sorry, Sweet Tea, I see a lot of women show up a lot of times and not be themselves and to be something that they think that man want, and that's what get them knocked out because they're not being themselves. And we see it every day. I think that some of the women dressing the way they dress with revealing so much, a lot of them don't even want to do that, but they're doing it because they see other women getting attention. They see men looking, not knowing that that's bringing on the bad attention. And since I brought that up, fellas, how are you feeling as a single man and you see the women in these type of see-through outfits? Are you loving it, or what are you thinking about it? Is that not sassy enough for you?
So I heard a quote that says, if you show me your ass first, I'm gonna ask for your ass first. So dress how you want to be addressed.
Oh, come on, man.
But why you better follow with some bars, because he getting bars.
I told you I'm a poet, now you know it.
You showing your ass right now. You know what? I love it. But that is true. That is so true. And so
it's a way to be sexy without being revealing. I promise you.
But
leave something to the man's imagination.
Yeah. But you know what's funny is the perfect example is right there in front of your face. There's a season, you know, we create these seasons. There's a season called sundress season. Why is there a sundress season? Why?
Right.
Sundresses are revealing, and at the same time they cover everything.
Right.
And we love it. We create forward. So yeah, that's what we want to see. But if you're gonna show me, you think I ain't gonna check you out? I'm definitely
Yeah.
gonna.
But are you gonna take them type of women serious? Are they the ones that you want to take the mommy and walk down the
Come on
aisle
now.
with?
No, not really.
Okay. Not a real man, anyways. A man that just wants you for one thing. And I always try to say that, but I did a post about it and they really went off. Y'all, you fellas definitely brought it up. So my next question is, what are some of the things that most men pay attention to when dating a woman? Like on
So
that first date, that first conversation, that first week, what are you guys paying attention to?
I'll take this first. So I'm not only a poet, which means I'm real big on words, but I'm also an intellectual. So because of that, I'm not just listening for what you say, I'm listening for how you say it. I'm paying attention to your tone of voice, your tonality. I'm paying attention to your word usage. I'm paying attention to diction. I'm paying attention to vocabulary. I'm paying attention if you're using curse words and everything you say. That's a quick turn off. I'm paying attention to, do you have a masculine tone when you speak? Are you aggressive? Are you soft? I'm paying attention to all of those things because that has a leeway as to who you are as an individual to me.
Yeah, that part.
That part. Yeah, that's a good one. And as women, we need to know that because especially as some women have been raising kids and having to take on that masculinity or that masculine role of things, I'm learning and I had to learn, and it's something that us women need to take time to pay attention to when you want to start dating. Okay, are you ready to get back into that femininity? Are you ready to break yourself back down and be willing to let a man lead? To soften yourself up because it's something that you are going to have to do because a lot of men just don't like it. You can have that sass where you're a little bit like, wait a minute, you ain't leading me down that path when I know you're wrong. Come here, baby. Let me show you another path. We could try this first, but not that what, but it is what it is. But go ahead, Dwayne. Come on, follow that up.
I mean, he makes a great point. I mean, living here in Washington, D.C.,
Ooh, talk about it.
get a little bit of everything. And I know women say all the time, difficult to find a good man or whatever. But have you ever tried to date a woman? No, let me be a little bit more specific. Have you ever tried to date a black woman? It's difficult as hell. And then when you meet somebody who looks the way you want her to look, and you sit down and you have that conversation with her, is she paying enough attention to you to get to know you, to understand you, or is she just out for a meal? What is her? I mean, the conversation is so vitally important, and I find I'll say this. Currently, I'm not talking on a regular basis to any women in Washington, D.C. I talk
Is
to, like,
she black? Is she in another country? Is she foreign?
just gone to London. There's a lady in London I'll talk to every now and then.
Oh, you done crossed on over the
No,
border.
this is just for conversation. This is just, I mean, as a healthy male, I need that a good conversation with a woman.
Feminine energy, yeah.
That feminine energy.
Yeah, I get it.
Feminine energy. So I talk to women from different states, and the conversation be amazing. I look up, an hour and a half, 2 hours have passed.
Yeah.
Where I can hold a good conversation with the women that I meet, specifically the women that I meet here in the city for 15, 20 minutes.
You know what? Shout out to Sweet Tea on here. She said, yes, when you are making everything happen, you are a straight gangster. Some of us ladies had to do that, but we're gonna have to break it down when the man come in the room or in the situation for that. But I'm thankful I'm gonna pat myself because I can get into 2 and 3 hour conversations, even 4. That must mean I have good conversation. Come on, girl. but yeah, that does matter. And I hear a lot of men say that us women aren't paying attention to that, and they are talking to women in other states and other countries, and they don't want to put up with our BS anymore. It's like I don't have to tolerate this, as the men back in the days were more so felt like they had to tolerate, and then we didn't have the internet. You had to date within your state. So anything else y'all want to add on? Let me read one more thing from Sweet Tryla said conversation is key, and we need to know this stuff. Also, Sweet Tea said good point. And if not an opportunist, y'all both side eyeing each other, trying not to get played, holding back. That is true. A lot of the man has been hurt, and so has the woman. So a lot of times we on that date, both trying to, oh, let me see if this. But I think if you want to date and get out the single pool, you just got to take a leap of faith. You have to jump in there and let your emotions be what it's going to be. So, Coach Andre, tell single women 2 things that they should not do while on a first date. I think I got a couple of them from Facebook. I need to go on my Facebook post. Y'all fellas was going off.
2 things they should not do. Fart? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, but what if she do? It's like, no.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's a bit much.
2 things you should not do on the first date. Put it all out there.
What does that mean?
So
wait a minute. I heard some people say they put it all out there and they got married. Dwayne face look like, hold on, he wanted on the table.
Not all of it. I mean, there's certain things that I should not know on the first date. You know, you want to ease your way. Anything. Let me get to know you based on what I see so far. You can say, I'm not saying it has to say completely surface, but we don't have to know everyone. I don't know. You need to know your past traumas either. You see what I'm saying? Let me get to know the person that you are, your individual first, who you are right now, before we get too deep into your past traumas and things like that. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that was one. Go ahead. We're gonna bounce off each other. You give one, Dwayne, then we're gonna go back to him to give one.
I've heard it said that when men meet women, the women choose us, and I'll agree to that. That's cool. But on our first date, I'm making the impression. You don't have to make the impression. I'm making the impression. Let me dictate how the date goes, you know, because 9 times out of 10, if I'm interested in going out with you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask what you're interested in, and then I'm going to formulate the date around those things. So don't dictate to me what we're going to do or how we're even going to do it. You know, this masculine energy is real. Like when you're in my presence, you're going to get this masculine energy. So.
Oh, I thought you were saying women with masculine energy. A lot of us got that too.
So when you feel it, absorb it, allow it to soak in, and just sit back and enjoy the ride. And a lot of times you don't get that. You don't get that out of women. Oh, I want to go here. Nah, let me handle this.
And I think a lot of women are like that maybe because of daddy. They have a lack of daddy. But then we got 50-year-old women acting the same way. But go ahead, Bart. Go ahead. We're gonna get into your second one, then your second, then we're gonna take a quick break. Ladies, y'all, I'm trying to go on Instagram for you guys to see the questions. If I don't go on Facebook, they coming through on Facebook. I see y'all on YouTube too. Andre, what's the second one that you want to say?
So a few years ago, I came across this post, and it was a photo. And the photo was a young lady, and she was wearing a wedding gown, and she had a bouquet in her hand. And under the post, it said, "How women over 35 date." And
okay, explain that for the slow people. I got it. I got it. Oh, 2 seconds later.
Instantly, I understood, because I meet people, and they have wedding breath all over the conversation. You know, it's like almost like an interrogation. They're so quick. They're asking these direct questions, trying to find out where you are, who you are. Are we going all the way? What are you looking for? Relax. Because one thing that I've learned is you don't know why a person's in your life.
Yeah.
And just because you and that person may not be a good fit to work romantically doesn't mean that person can't be a blessing to your life in other ways, and vice versa. So relax, be patient, and I'm not saying go with the flow. No, you still want to have intentions and move, but relax.
I want to reiterate that point because that's so important.
I want to add in really quick before you do. The Marriage Planning Mogul said there are quality women and men out here, but maturity matters the most. Okay, come on. What's your part 2? I had to jump on Instagram for you guys. So you think I see y'all have a lot up there. I'm gonna come back to them.
I think that's such a great point. because a lot of times I know how I do. I'm so interested in meeting the woman that I'm out on a date with. I'm so interested to know what direction she want to take the friendship or whatever you want to call it. And then once I understand what direction she wants to go in, then I'm with that. Sometimes we might just be drinking partners. Sometimes
Right.
we just might what they call it, we might just be take each other on vacations.
Yeah.
I mean,
She might just be your fun toy.
well, all of that's. When you're an adult, then you can establish those type of relationships, you know. And then again, and I don't want to leave out a sound, respectful relationship. You might find that that's absolutely what you want, but you have to be open to whatever direction that the friendship goes in.
Yep. And you know what? We get ready to take a quick break, but I had to bring this one up from Instagram. You see it right there. Y'all answer it. You see it. You see it. You answer it. You see what she said. I'm sitting right in my business. Go ahead, girlfriend.
Oh
That's
man,
on
y'all couldn't
Instagram.
up.
Y'all
Nah,
slide on that Instagram. They got a couple of questions. I'm coming to y'all on Instagram.
y'all couldn't up.
I can answer that. Absolutely, it's a great sweatpants season, and y'all sit back and y'all wait for great sweatpants season. So
I'm about sick of y'all. Listen, hey, don't kill the messenger. I'm just making sure that my viewers get their questions answered. That's all I got to say. Y'all want to bring up the summer dress season. She said, well, darn it, why is there sweatpants season? And is that season in that right now? Well, you know what? I don't need to know. Let's go to this quick break real quick. My mother over here laughing herself. We get ready to go. Hey, I'm going back to Instagram. They over there cutting up. I got a couple of questions over there I need to go back to. All right, you guys, we getting ready to take a quick break here on the Stub Show. Today's topic is all about the single men letting us ladies know what they are looking for in us single women. And you know, you ladies, you need to know this because some of y'all out here dating and you doing the wrong thing. And we want to get you up off that shelf. So let me get ready to take a quick break right here. And then we'll be right back on the Stub Show. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. We'll be right back, you guys. Don't go anywhere. Are you ready to live a sober life right from the privacy of your home? Well, check out the 7 Secret Pillars of Sobriety by author Tim Murphy. It is all about what to do when AA and 12-step programs aren't for you. You can check out his book on Amazon at 7 Secret Pillars of Sobriety by author Tim Murphy. It's time to make your change.
Hello?
Hey, where you at?
Hey, I'm nearby. Don't worry about it. I'm good.
All right, good, because he on his way. What you mean? They took the money?
They took everything, baby. Let me in.
No, whoa, no.
Did Mo make that drop?
Man, I don't know what's going on with Slim. He ain't got there yet. I've been calling him.
Find him. You know what to do.
You got to be dumb as shit if you really think that Book ain't got nothing to do with this.
Where's my money? It was a problem with the courier, but the problem been addressed. I just need a little more time.
He be flexing.
And you say he in there every night?
Every night, he even bought this bitch an iced out necklace and a bracelet.
Heavy, my pockets, they kicking like patty. I'm eating for sure, I'm a soldier. Yeah. Heavy, the weight of the word that I carry. This low burden is placed on my shoulders. Heavy, my heart from the friends that I lost didn't cold me. My heart even colder. Heavy on me, shit really heavy on me. Heavy, the pressure I'm pushing, applying my foot on it.
What you gonna do?
Look, you need to leave town.
Man, this nigga Bag is the one that put Tiffany on my life. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah?
Heavy on them, shit really heavy, ayy. Heavy on loyalty, I can deal with the fate. To relate, circle small and it's closed off. Gotta get out the snakes, feed the family, yeah, we all keep a plate. I know life's a gamble, bitch, I raise up the stakes. Just in camel, yeah, I'm swagging and vaping. Your lane is narrow, I can go either way. And I'm best to the mirror, I'm lethal, don't play. Brody with me, we gon' flex for the game. Nosy bitches trying to speak just to hate, so the man respect. When they speak on my name, shit, Rose got the torch, she's on sucker for change. To keep it 100, no, we not the same. I'm stocking, they clapping.
You need to get to see me ASAP.
About commas and zeros make people act janky and strange. I peep it, the switch will be obvious. I'm too solid, can't change for an audience.
Darn it, why nobody tell me I was on mute all that time? I was giving y'all all this spill and kill, and y'all didn't tell me I was on mute. Anywho, welcome back to the Stub Show. We're getting ready to get back into our topic of single men telling us single women what we need to know so we can get up off the shelf. Thank you, girlfriend. I know it now, and I got it now. I see you guys are on Instagram. I'm going to Instagram for a minute because there's a whole bunch of questions and things on there. So before we end the show, I'll make sure I go back to some of those questions and get them on. But my special guests that are joining me on today is Coach Andre, and then we have author Dwayne Foote in the building, and they are single men from Texas and Washington, D.C., and we are talking about being single. So before we left, we're going to leave that alone. We're going to get into something else. You guys are on here cutting up. And the trip. Oh, you know what? Y'all need to stop it. All right. So we're going to get these fellas to tell us some more about what we need to know as single women. So my next question is, why do men date a woman for over 1 to 2 years without making a commitment to her? Yeah. It's time for y'all to answer that question. Why y'all want to keep why y'all don't lock it in and make it solid?
Andre, you do that, bro?
Nah, I ain't about that life. So here's the thing. When a man wants you, he's gonna come get you.
Tell him.
It's just that simple. If a man wants you, he don't want to leave no room for somebody else to come and get you from him.
Woo! So in other words, what are you fellas saying about that?
I'm saying he don't want you. There's some attributes about you that he wants, that he likes and keeps around, but the whole individual, the whole situation, he's not down with it.
Personally, when I don't make you my girlfriend unless I love you. I'll focus on the very last relationship I was in. I met the lady. We were so different. I didn't think anything of it, but I was going to talk. But we were talking. Everything was cool, but the conversation was dry. I went to Busboys and Poets. I did the open mic. She said I might be there, and the lady showed up. When she showed up, I felt a different way about her. My eyes opened to her. Not necessarily my heart, but I just saw her differently. So my point is, when it hits me, I got to have you.
And I believe that to be true, that the man is just dragging that woman on. The Merge Mogul said that when a man wants you, he knows, like within 6 months, if he want to marry you, he knows what he want to do with you. And we were talking about when people get engaged and they stay engaged for 3, 4, and 5 years. That ring was just to keep you from them other 2 years that he was dragging you on about. And then he dragged you on more with the ring. And she was saying, if you have a ceremony, you should know within a year or two what that wedding date is, if not immediately. So I thank you guys for giving that answer, because a lot of women just feel like, oh, well, or they'll just go into the thing, oh, he's my best friend, or we're just friends forever, or, I don't want to get married. Some women will cancel out wanting to be in a commitment or be married because this guy is just dragging them along. So you heard it from the fellas, ladies, that what that man is doing for you. My next thing is, do men really give a damn about where a woman works at or the type of job that she has? Meaning, does she have to be rich for him to date her?
Yeah. Hold up a second. I attract a certain type of woman. So I don't demand, but I do. I know I'm gonna be I'll contradict myself. I expect.
Don't do it because these women gonna come after you.
All right, no. I expect you to be at a certain place in life. Look, I'm a licensed professional plumber. I work on Capitol Hill. I earn a decent amount of money. I'm absolutely professional, and I love what it is that I do. I love plumbing. Yeah. So you got to be on that type of time, and if you're not on that time, I'm gonna be disinterested. If you're passionate though about what it is that you do, but you don't earn a whole bunch of money, I'm with that. I love that. I mean, I go to work and I'm happy because I enjoy the people I work with. I enjoy my job. So if that's the same thing for you, I'm with that. You don't have to make a boatload of money. But I like women who make a certain amount of money because they buy great gifts.
Right. Look, at least you keeping it 100, right? Your gifts is good. I mean, hey, he's a single man. He can say what he needs to say that we need to hear. Come on, Coach Andre, what you going? And Coach Andre agrees. Why would he laugh and point?
I'm laughing because dude is funny, but he's blatantly honest, and I love it. That's why I'm laughing. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Context. It's not about what you do. It's more about what you've done and what you're doing.
Okay.
What do I mean by that?
Yes, please elaborate.
What you've done in terms of in your past, were you working on your goals? Did you have a goal? Did you have a dream? Did you have a vision that you're working towards? Because you could be at waiting tables right now, but on the side, you have a whole designing business that you're working on. See what I'm saying? So it's not so much about what you're doing right now. It's about what have you done and what are you doing towards progressing. Do you have ambition? Do you have drive? Do you have things that you not only want to do, but you're working towards it? So it's about the entire context for me. It's not about what you do or what you earn.
Yes, Bambi said, as women, if a man is in his 40s and above, we don't want a cashier at McDonald's. So we are no different. That is true. But I think also you attract where you are. And I heard a man say that he no longer really dates. A lot of men are leaving dating a Black woman because they don't want to invest in a man. And at first women took that bad. But I see what they are saying, because I've seen some men with women, and I look at that man and I be like, God, that's my type. I would want him. And I see how he's treating and what he's doing with that woman. And then when I hear the story, the back end story of how this woman motivated, encouraged him, and where he came from to get there, I see what the men say about women investing. Because women first thought, I ain't putting no money in him and I ain't doing. But the greatest thing that you can do for a man is encourage him, to motivate, to push him, to get him to be where he needs to be, to speak good things to him instead of breaking him down. And when you do that, he's going to be greater at everything that he already is. But some men don't even accept a woman that does that. So I like what you say. And baby, I hear you. But let me tell you, I'm that woman. If I'm sitting right, and as long as you working at that cashier, that job, and you willing to go to work and grow and be ambitious to get something else, and you treating me good and taking care of everything good, let's work something out. Because with your cashiering skills and your working ability and me coming in as a visionary, I can come up with something, and then we could work together to start a business. So I think I go back to what they saying. The main thing is, where's your ambition? What are you doing every day? Are you getting up and motivated to do something? Or are you in your bed saying, oh, I need a man that coming with 6 figures and he got to take care of me and do this and do all that you haven't even halfway did for your own self? I'm just saying, ladies.
The thing about it is, so people are so caught up in a 666, 6 figures, 6-pack, 666 stand for something else too that you may not want. Okay. We ain't gonna go there. What I will say is, a man can make 6 figures and still be broke.
Sure.
My CPA told me she know a dude that earned 1.2, he spent 1.6. So we over here talking about what a person earns. It's not about what you earn. It's about what you can keep.
Yes.
You know, I was talking about what a man should earn. What about what a man should actually be able to manage? Not what you make, but what you manage. Because I can be at McDonald's as a cashier, be making less money, but I manage my money right. And all my bills are paid and not living on debt. So I think that we overlook those things because we're so focused on dollars. But sometimes those dollars don't make sense.
Yes, that's right. And I'm gonna go to what I'll beef it up says, and she add yes, because I just wanted to say it. Yes, masculine energy. Real women want a man to take charge in the right way. That in the right way, and that also goes with like what he said. You might get a man making money, he just throwing it out the window. But the right man will save up and do things the right way. And guess what he's doing with that cashiering job? Buying a house, helping you with your car note, putting food in your house, helping with your children that your baby father ain't doing. Let's talk about that. But go ahead. What was you adding in, Dwayne?
Oh no, I'm listening in. I'm listening in. Yeah, I agree with all the points.
Yes, and Miss Janice Johnson Burton right there, you guys, she's a marriage mogul. She the one you need to be talking to before you decide to get married. And y'all go to her interview. She cleans some stuff up. But like she said, I agree about how much a person manages their money is what matters. You know, I believe, especially as Black women, so many times we miss out on some good men because we focus on the wrong things. Social media's got us worrying about if he brought us Gucci, Prada, and all this other stuff, how he looking going out when he disrespecting you, he don't care, and he breaking you down. He don't even want to be with you. He 3 years in and still calling you his girlfriend. I'm just saying, they said it. That's what they said. So ladies, he don't want you at all. So my next question for you guys is, being attracted to a woman is one thing, but what would you say are some things that keeps a man attention and possibly make him want to join in a committed relationship or marriage?
I love I love positive reinforcement, you know, because I wake up every day positive, but at the same time, I do have my moments where I feel a certain type of way. And I don't know. I mean, I think it's a lost art. The subtle encouragement, you know, you don't every day. You don't have to get up and throw a parade. You know, I'm not that guy. You don't have to jump through hoops all the time, but that subtle positive reinforcement. You know. When I come, I'm just giving you an example. When I come home, everything is taken care of. I don't have to worry about this being paid, that being paid, and that's attributed to you. Oh, okay. You know, you make me wanna. I've had women tell me, I see everything that you're doing, and it motivates me to want to do more. I need to hear that, because sometimes I just be spinning my wheels, and and working, because I work a lot, working like crazy, but with that positive reinforcement, it makes me want to get up and do more, even if I'm already overextending myself. I love that.
I'm going to ask you. I heard what you said, but I'm going to ask you to repeat that question, please. You're on mute again.
I was going on mute because my mother back here is slicing these crabs over. She's slicing and dicing over here. So being attracted to a woman is one thing, but what would you say are some things that keep a man's attention and possibly make him want to join in a committed relationship or marriage with that woman that he's dating?
See, I'm kind of struggling with that word make, because, and the reason why I say that is because nothing can make. He's ready when he's ready.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So all throughout life, from the time we are children, oftentimes a woman is waiting to find that right man. When she finds that right man, she's ready to go. Let's go. I found the right man. Let's go. But for that man, it's not about the right person. It's about the right time. And there's a disparity, because you're trying to find the right person and I'm waiting for the right time. And that's why we're going like this.
Yeah, head to
bumping
head.
heads, just bumping. So I'm struggling with that word make because nothing can really make me. I want it when I'm ready for it.
Okay. But what is something that grabs your attention to think about it?
So let's just say we word it a little bit differently. Now, some of the things that catch my attention personally, my love language is physical touch, words of affirmation / communication. So I can't be with a person that doesn't communicate. I can't be with a person that does not state how they feel, is not vulnerable, doesn't want to touch in some particular way, is the first thing. The next thing I would say is I need a person that's soft. I need a person that when I come home, it's peace. I need a person that understands that I got her back in ways that she can never have mine, but she has my back in ways that I can never have hers as well. So she adds to what I already have going on. And it's a symphony. It's poetry, you know, because we're partners. It's she's the yin to my yang, you know. If we don't have to work at it, it works. I'm sorry, you don't have to work. There's always going to be work, but it shouldn't be a struggle. So for me, it's being able to have that person that adds peace to my life.
I like that. Also, Miss Janice wanted to add in being attentive to your partner is also one thing. And she also just added in is definitely a rhythm and a dance. You know, I like both of you guys' response because women need to hear those things, and we just don't know. You know, we think a lot of times we think that this area downstairs is the best thing, or it's going to keep a man, or it's going to make him want you, or we think that our sexual attributes, like a lot of women are adding on the BBLs and getting all the
Stop. I'm gonna interrupt you.
Just go for it.
Did you not see what happened today? I saw a post today that Adina Howard is getting a divorce after 7 years because she wants sex all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So to all those women that's thinking that yin yang is gonna keep a man, he's leaving her because of it. After 7 years.
For you guys that don't know who Adina Howard is, she's like, I want to be a freak all through the day and that's all right. But we could butt all through the night. You should know better.
T-shirt and panties.
Yeah, t-shirt and panties. Yeah. Let me.
Y'all remember that one? I don't, but go ahead.
What? Oh.
Probably the best one. But anyway, a personal story. I was with this woman, this beautiful Black woman, and I'm like when the things aren't going right, I have a tendency to just cut shit off because it's easier for me to cut shit off. So me and her have bumped heads, and I have a buddy that I work with who she knows. So she called him and was like, he just broke up with me. I'm coming to the job. Coming to my job? You gonna come to my job? So what I did, I said, I'm gonna meet her in the courtyard.
Okay.
Her to come into this building, Capitol Hill Police gonna act crazy. Let me meet her in the courtyard.
Right.
In the time, the 10, 15 minutes it took her to get there, I'm preparing myself for a battle, for a fight. Very mean, nasty, whatever. This woman gets there, and she's a tough lady. And the first thing she said to me, I'm ready for her. First thing she said to me was, my love. Fuck me up right there. Fuck me up, right? I was done.
That was it.
She didn't have to say anything else after that. But then she went the extra mile. She said, and she asked me before she touched me, she said, can we pray? Yeah, what you talking about? Right. Yeah.
Right.
She prayed. She started off the prayer. I finished the prayer. After that, we were back in our committed relationship. What's my point? My point is, You can fight me if you want to, but all you're gonna get is a fight.
Mm.
What you need to discover about that man that you say you love is how to touch him, how to reach him in a certain way where you drop his guard, where he takes his armor off and say, "Oh, you don't want to fight. You want to have a discussion about us," and that's what she did to me.
I got a story. I'll raise you one. I love that story. He's telling a personal story. I'm going to tell you a story. Y'all know I'm a coach. A lot of people come to me with their issues. There's a gentleman that's a friend of mine. He's also a past client. I coached him as well. And he told me a story of there was this time where he and his girlfriend was having a fight. And she had gained some weight, and they were going to go swimming. And she had made the statement, "I don't feel comfortable. I'll go back and put on a one piece." Yeah. And he commented, "Yeah, you probably would. Yeah, that makes more sense. Put on the one piece, because yeah." So he pretty much alluded to her gaining weight.
Oh.
Yeah, he added to that. He agreed with her that, yeah. So he was expecting her to come back and hit him with a low blow. And she broke down and cried. Fucked him up. I don't even curse. Messed him up. Why? Because all throughout life in his past relationships, it was blow for blow. It was blow for blow. So when she didn't reply or respond in the way that he expected, it threw him off.
Wow.
What is my point? My point is, be that person that changes the way that man views the situation.
Come on, brother.
I'll tell you like this. For now on, I would be coming to the situation that I'm angry about, my love. How do you want to do? My love, how do you want to discuss this?
I'm giving you right now.
And I'm gonna say, hold on. And before I even hear what you got to say, I forgot. Can we pray real quick? and hold on. And if he don't want to go with that, I'm crying.
Yeah.
I'm one way or the other. I'm gonna go ahead and break that man down.
Hey, that's borderline manipulation.
Well, listen, you gave me the keys, okay?
Look, every man is different.
And you just said that he used to blow for blow. She came crying. He went down and felt bad about it. But in other words, what I heard from that is, like Miss Burton said, it's a rhythm and a dance, and it's how you address and how you approach. And I can say that a lot of us African-American women are really aggressive. As Sweet Tea said, humble yourself. But a lot of us women, we're trying to go at a man with masculine energy that we can't even really back up if he come with his masculine energy. Yep. You know, I see so many women want to get physical with a man. Listen, boo, that's a man. And what he's going, unless you got a gun or something to defend yourself, you're getting yourself in a situation that you're going to lose. But we getting ready to end the show. Before we do, because I see we going overtime. I should have had I might got to bring y'all back for part 2. But I got to make sure they can connect with you guys, know how to purchase your books, connect with you for coaching, whatever it may be. But I got to get to this question really quick. I Beef Up from Instagram said, many women want a man who makes them want to be a better person or do better. Is the same true for a man, or does that have an adverse impact?
100%. 100%. 100%. Otherwise, he's not a man. He's a boy.
Facts. Yeah.
Masquerading as a man's body.
I demand it. I mean, if you're not if you don't pique, if you're not making me a better, more rounded person, then what are we doing? You know.
I'm gonna say this quote. Please don't take my quote. Coach Andre said this.
Well, listen, we taking all this.
I know. I've learned to treat relationships like math. So if you're not in my life to add and multiply, then I have to do the math and divide and subtract.
Okay. He's a poet, and you know that.
Y'all, you know what? Y'all are so funny. We're going to take a quick break. And when I come back, ladies, I'm going to make sure you guys and fellas that you can connect with them, get a copy of their book. I'm going to present Coach Andre book when we come back. Hold on. I think I have mentality up here too.
Hey, you got mentality.
I do. I'm trying to see if I'm going to go to break and then I'll come back and see if I got it right here on the bookshelf. I believe I do because I brought it up for another show. The lady said, y'all gave us some gems. Sweet Tea said, damn, laugh out loud. Miss Burton said, I tell singles all the time, listen with your heart first. We get ready to take a quick break. And when we come back, I want you fellas to also not only let the people know how they connect with you, but I want you to leave the single women with something that they need to know, whatever it is that you want to say. Think about it while we on break, and then leave us ladies with something that we need to know before y'all leave the show. We getting ready to take a quick break, you guys, right here on the Stubb Show. We'll be right back.
Bet.
Hey, you guys, make sure you keep the conversation going and join us on YouTube at the Leap of Faith Network. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and also keep the conversation going on Facebook weekly with our updates at the Stubb Show. So make sure you go on there and like that as well. Also, if you just started a brand, took a leap of faith, or have a business and you want to share your testimony, your backstory, how you got things started, then we need you as a guest right here on the Stubb Show. It's time to take that leap of faith, so connect with us so we can help you. Hey, what's up, you guys? I just want to let you know that I am seeking book authors to become a guest on our show. Now, it was Instagram Live, but now we're on all three platforms: Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So this is your way to grow and reach more people. Don't forget to email us at thelofnetwork@gmail.com. And you can become a guest on the show and also have your book placed within the show. All right, you guys, I look forward to hearing from you soon. Are you ready to live a sober life right from the privacy of your home? Well, check out the 7 Secret Pillars of Sobriety by author Tim Murphy. It is all about what to do when AA and 12-step programs aren't for you. You can check out his book on Amazon at 7 Secret Pillars of Sobriety by author Tim Murphy. It's time to make your change. All right, you guys, welcome back to the Stubb Show. I got to give a shout out to my girl, Tracy McCain. She's also a wedding officiant and an author, and we have her book that was up here in the spotlight section, you guys. And you see me announce it once before. It's called The Chronicles of Life After. It's under visionary author Patrina Makins, but it's a book that was created by several authors, and Tracy McCain is one of those. So make sure you guys follow her on Facebook. I'm getting ready to put her information up right there. That's the correct spelling. Follow her on Facebook. And if you're getting ready to get out the single life and get married, then she's the person that can help you to do that. She can possibly marry you. Also, shout out to Carlos Walker. And I'll have mentality up for the next show. I was supposed to be looking for, I got it right here. I knew I had it. Booyah. There we go. Make sure you guys check out Mentality. And if you go on Facebook, I did an introduction today for Coach Andre book also. And he's going to tell you how you connect with him, how you get a copy of his book. And in Mentality, they talk about some other stuff. It's under Lone Wolf. So make sure y'all check it out. But we're going to let Coach Andre get ready to come to the stage first to tell you guys how you connect with him, how you get coaching from him. And maybe we'll bring him. He's definitely going to come back and talk about his book because I'm reading that all next week. So if you go on Facebook, you'll see me talking about that. Here we go, you guys. Let's get into our introduction of the special guest and, well, the closing and the parting words. He's going to give you guys some parting words, too. It better be right.
Well, dang. No pressure, though. No pressure.
No pressure. But it better be right.
Right. I'm going to say 2 things. The very first thing I'm going to say is pray for discernment. Pray for discernment. one of the biggest issues we have is we look at things through natural vision. You want to get to the point where you grow spiritually and you're able to see things through spiritual vision so that you can be able to see what God sees in this individual that you may be dealing with. When you have discernment, it allows you to evade situations that you otherwise would have been a part of. So I'm going to ask you to pray for discernment. And I'm also going to ask that you take the time to get to know yourself. Most people don't know who they are outside of being a wife, outside of being a mother, outside of being a girlfriend. Get to know who you are. Isolation is uncomfortable, but it is vital to your personal growth.
I like that. I like that, you guys. I like that. Remember, make sure you get to know who you are. And I went and got the copy of his book. That is Your Purpose Is Not For You by Coach Andre. And it's under www.noticeandre.com. I'm going to let him give some more of his contact information, but I wanted to put that up there for you guys so he know I got my copy. But go ahead, Andre. Let the people know how they connect with you.
Yeah, I'm real easy to find. You can actually Google me at Andre Notice, or you can go to mycoachandre.com. My book is on there. You can tap in with me there. You can go to Coach Andre on Instagram, Coach Andre on YouTube, and I'm there. Pull me up. Andre Notice, Coach Andre Notice. So on you, D.
For me, so I think this is what I wanted to say is that to see me, you would never know that I haven't been treated nicely by women, specifically Black women, because I don't carry those scars. And for you not to carry those scars, you have to put in the work, whether it's praying, like Brother Andre said, whether it's meditating, fasting. There's a wide range of things that you can do to seek healing. And I've sought healing in a number of different ways, even through my poetry. And I'm so proud of that I'm able to write glowingly about Black women. Again, if you knew my story, you would understand that I haven't been treated nicely by them. But to hear me speak, I'm not tearing them down. You know why? Because I love you. And I'm always going to love you. I ain't going to let you keep beating me up, but I love you in spite of. Oh, and you can reach me if you want to follow me. I'm on Instagram under Lone Wolf _ I is an intellectual, P is in property.
We didn't know, and you're not going to keep trying to throw us under the daggone bus. I said, y'all Black women, when y'all see him in the streets, y'all make sure y'all speak to him and say, I saw you on the show, and I just want to be extra kind. You want a soda? You want a bottle of water? Be nice.
You want great sweatpants?
Yeah, I mean, what? Yeah, sweatpants time. We want to see. You said it was great over there. They're gonna say, hey, we want to know about it. But ladies, you have some great fellas on. They are authors of books, you guys. They can assist you with knowing what you need to know from the man. And ladies, I always say, as my mother always say, get it from the horse's mouth. We got to stop listening to each other and when I was putting up posts about, I put man and men in big letters about what is your comment about women. Women were steady coming on and fill in the blanks. And it's like, you're not a man unless you are a woman that dates women and you want to respond on what you want in a woman. Leave it alone. Even then it said man. Not woman, it said man. So we got to learn to listen to what a man want, what men are saying they want. Like they want us out these big lashes. They want all the fake hair to stop all the time. You got to be able to mix it up. Some men want to see you in your hair. Some people want to see you in your wig. Sometimes they don't want you in your makeup. I actually get more attention from men without makeup than with the makeup. And I be going out the house trying to hide and be like, oh, I look. And they be like, you're so beautiful. I'm thinking, me? But then I had to get used to it and say, you know what? I am. They're talking to me. So, listen to them, ladies. I thank you, fellas, for joining. I think we're going to need a part 2 because it's going on. If you guys go to the Stubb Show on Facebook, the questions, the comments going to keep going. Also, the Instagram one, they're going to delete once I take off the live and start over. But YouTube and Facebook, the Stubb Show, go over there and let's keep it going. All right, you guys, I thank you for joining. You have a blessed evening, and we'll connect, Andre, so you can come back on the show.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me.
Mentality, I need you back on. We need a part 2.
We here.
All right, get y'all a copy. All right, fellas, I see you. I will stay in contact and keep talking. All right. So you have a beautiful evening. Continue the rest of your evening. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that session with the fellas right here. Next week, we're going to be talking about intuitive energy. So when you get around that man, you'll know how to use that certain kind of energy, your intuition, to tell you, oh, wave at him a little bit, blink, wink, not blink. Yeah, they're like this with them lashes on that they hate. You don't want to do that, but give them a wink, or just go over by him and say hello and see what he say to you. All my ladies is dating that man for 2, 3, 4 years. He ain't move you in. He ain't committed to you. He ain't married. Y'all ain't together. You heard what them fellas said. They said when a man wants something, he ain't leaving no space. He ain't leaving, making no room. He grabbing you up off that shelf, putting you in the cart, taking you to the cashier and purchasing it. I think I'm going to get purchased, y'all. Oh, do the snake. Do the snake. I wish my mother was on with me. I should have let her be on eating them crabs. But I thank you guys for joining me. Let me give some quick shout out. Miss Burton, Janice Burton, hey, you about to get married. I should have her on to co-host with me for part 2. So we can talk about being single mixed with married, like just mix up the whole relationship conversation. Ms. Burton, we might got to work that out. Shout out to my special guest, Coach Andre and Dwayne Foote. Tracy McLean, thank you. Sweet Tea, thank you, girl. I thank you guys for joining me. I beef it up. Thank you. Who else was on here? I'm just giving some quick shout outs. Remember, I'm always looking for business owners, authors, nonprofit organizations, motivational speakers, therapists, coaches, doctors, all that. If you took a leap of faith or you going to take a leap of faith, this is the show that you need to be on to let the people know about it. We having shows from Australia. We in Canada. We just was in New Mexico last week. Or what's this, Thursday? On Monday. So you guys get on the show, connect. It's all about connecting. Shout out to Full Focus on Self. Who else was on here? If I don't get to you, please believe. Miss Bambi Lynn, oh my God, she was great talking about energy and how to stay alive, ladies, and keeping your relationship with God. I thank you guys. Look, it's after 9 o'clock. I didn't give you all my extra time. I got some other things to do tonight, okay? So you guys continue to enjoy your holiday weekend. I'll see you before the new year. So we're going to have a great show on Monday. Share this show. Repost the show. You love me? Then sharing is caring. You want to see me grow? I love to see when you guys repost these shows. So share them. Tag your friends that's single. Let's do this, because all that other show stuff that's talking about gossip, that's not the Stubb Show. I see you guys next week. Let's get ready to end it. Oh, let me see. I'm also looking for some music, you guys. Let me see who I'm ending it with. I'm just going to scroll on through. Shout out to Hood Roach TV for always sending me some music. I appreciate it for that. I appreciate you for that. If you would like your music played here on the Stubb Show, if you would like your music played on the Stubb Show, all you have to do is inbox me. You know what? I'm just going to go to the show, to the video that I'm on. Let's see if that one will play. This is Artist Most, coming straight out of Washington, D.C. I don't know, you guys. It's giving. Let me see if my girl Day come on. Let's put Day on. Here we go. Straight out of Puerto Rico. It's my step. All right, you guys. See you next week.
go, stay a while. How do you love like that? How do you love like that? Like that. How do you love like that? Give love, don't get love right back. Right back. How do you love like that? How do you love like that? Like that, like that. How do you love like that? Give love, but don't get love right back. I gotta know before you go. Don't go, stay a while. Don't go, stay a while. Stay a while. How do you love like that? How do you love like that? How do you love like that? Give love, but don't get love right back. I gotta know before you go. Yeah, why's your love so unconditional? We got condition your heart, your mind, your body, your soul. Or were you just made to love? Don't go, don't go, don't go. You don't have to go. Stay a while. Don't go. I hope you don't have to go before I get to know. How do you love like that? How do you love like that? How do you love like that? Give love, but don't get love right back.
You guys, make sure you keep the conversation going and join us on YouTube at the Leap of Faith Network. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and also keep the conversation going on Facebook weekly with our updates at the Stubbs Show. So make sure you go on there and like that as well. Also, if you just started a brand, took a leap of faith, or have a business and you want to share your testimony, your backstory, how you got things started, then we need you as a guest right here on the Stubbs Show. It's time to take that leap of faith, so connect with us so we can help you.